Why haven't you heard of Annie Mae? Annie Mae was a Mi'kmaq tribal member as well as a First Nations activist, but she was tragically unalived in 1975. Vow of Silence is a Hulu documentary exploring the life and passing of Annie Mae.
The story of Annie Mae was deliberately buried. It's a story about a woman who went up against a giant.
Annie came from the Indian Brook Reservation located in Nova Scotia. She lived there with her siblings following a traditional way of life, and in 1962 she moved to Boston, where she had 2 daughters. And it was here she would begin her work in Native activism, like joining the Trail of Broken Treaties, which called for the restoration of tribes having treaty-making authority. She also was part of seizing of the Mayflower too, and she fought for land back and protested the Bureau of Indian Affairs. In 1973, she traveled to the Pine Ridge Reservation in South Dakota. She joined Indian movement activists and Lakota tribal members in a 71-day occupation of Wounded Knee. Annie Mae was arrested twice in 1975 and released quickly. There were suspicions that she was a government informant, but she was still well respected as an activist and organizer in her community. By the end of 1975, Annie Mae would go missing, and in February of 1976, she was found unalived on the side of State Road 73. She is one of our MMIWs, or Missing Unalived Indigenous Women. Why did this happen? So many questions remain unanswered. Vow of Silence is Annie Mae's story, and it gives a wider platform for discussing Native issues. Telling Indigenous women's stories is needed now more than ever, and Annie Mae's is being told as part of the Onyx Collective. All 4 episodes are streaming on Hulu November 26th.